What is it about cassettes that all of a sudden people are buying them all over again? We're talking retro. We're talking, what, 1800s here?
It feels like it.
It does, doesn't it? It seems like it was an eon ago. Yeah. We're talking, what, mid-90s is when the cassettes started going out because of compact discs.
Exactly.
At the time. If we were to give you a history lesson, there it is.
Yeah.
And so now more and more of those things are selling. They said between January and March of this year, even before COVID hit and social isolation, it was about 65,000 cassettes, which that's huge in the cassette world.
I don't get it.
They're thinking 100,000 will be sold by the end of the year, and so there's this resurgence. I'm thinking, okay, what are they, the throwback artists? No, or kinda. It's like Selena Gomez and another pop group, 5 Seconds of Summer. What is that?
Right, yeah.
Did I say it right?
Yeah.
Okay. So, and then a couple other groups that I won't mention because I don't want my kids ever listening to their lyrics.
Sure.
But yeah, all these cassettes are starting to be sold. It's like a comeback all of a sudden.
I don't get it. I remember, if you remember having a cassette, like they would get off a little bit and you'd have to take a pen or a pencil, put it in the little hole.
Reverse it back to make the tape tight.
Yeah, because if you didn't, the machine would get a hold of it and stretch that tape.
And crunch it all up and get it all wrinkly so when it plays, it would sound really weird.
Yeah, and if you played the same song or part of the cassette over and over and over, then it would end up like...
That would be your favorite song every single time.
Right? It was terrible. So I don't personally get it. And it's strange to me that somebody like Selena Gomez or 5 Seconds of Summer.
Yeah, the pop artists like that would...
of today, pretty much, are going back to cassette. What's next? 8-track?
Yeah, well, vinyl is now...
Vinyl,
a lot of people. How do you get that and not the cassette?
I don't know. I don't know if... I like that. I don't know. I like that a little bit.
Oh, the sound of the pop from the record needle on the vinyl?
Yeah. To me, that's a little more retro than a cassette.
Okay. Yeah, it is retro.
Yeah. And the dropping of the record was always super cool.
Wow. She's having memories here.
Well, yeah. And I mean, you can get them. You've been able to get, they're expensive though, the turntables. You've been able to get them for about the past decade.
And it's funny because you plug them into a USB so you can play them through your computer.
It's the weirdest.
Bluetooth record player so you can put them through a sound bar.
Yeah. And they're a couple $100 and then the needle costs a lot as well.
I can imagine. Yeah, those things are not easy to come by.